When was the last time you felt like you wish you could feel all of the time? Isn't that just the most delicious question? It's not mine, it's coming from one of my mentors, Mavis Khan, and I use this question so often for my own life, but also for my clients. So I wanted to respond to that question. I wanted to share when was the last time I felt like I wish I could feel all of the time. It probably was this morning when I went for my morning walk. I wanted to skip it this morning, but then when I got up, the light was so beautiful and I just adore light. So I got out the door and I walked. But that's just an ordinary when I felt the way that I want to feel all the time. I want to talk to you about a time when I had a special experience of that wonderful feeling I actually want to feel all of the time. And I hope it will stir something in you so that you begin thinking about what was your moment? What are some of these moments you almost want to recreate in your life? So for me, it happened earlier this year in April, close to my birthday, when we went to Florida in the USA for a vacation. And for the first time in my life, we actually rented a beach house. It was right on the beach. I've never been so close to the ocean before. There was nothing blocking our view from the ocean. It was just, you stepped out the door and there was the beach. It was amazing. And I knew that because I'm so fond of light that I already said, I knew I wanted to make the most of the sunrises. We were there for 7 days. I planned to see each and every of those sunrises. So I was really telling my husband, we have to get up every morning because just seeing the scene, we're on the east coast of the USA, so the sun would be coming up, the sun would be rising over the Atlantic Ocean. And I wanted to see that. I could see that it was special. But what I didn't plan on was the moon. The first night when we arrived, it was just becoming dusk. It was a little bit, the light wasn't there, but it was full moon. And there was the moon over the ocean. And it took my breath away because it was unexpected, which is always, that's the best surprises. Good unexpected surprises, not the bad ones, right? And so there was the moon and it was shining and the light was shimmering over the ocean. And I abandoned our unpacking and was just standing there, enthralled by this beautiful sight. And yes, the next morning I got up for the sunrise and it was as magical as I had thought it would be. Seeing the light, and suddenly the little fairy head is there on the horizon and you can just see it. And birds flying by. It was beautiful. But I started chasing the moon rises as well. But the moon is a lot more unpredictable than the sun. So I had to get up later and later and stay up later and later to actually see it. And in the end, I just abandoned that. But I kept that first or even the second night or even the first one most of all. The first night when I saw the moon over the ocean, I kept that in my heart. That created that feeling that I want to have most of the time. But then there was a third one that was almost as unexpected as the moon rising. It must have been around the end, I think perhaps the second last day or so. Got up early, but I didn't want to miss it, so I got up too early and I was all alone on the porch. My husband was still sleeping. I was there, looking at the ocean and it was still dark. But then there was another light and it was the morning star. We also call her the evening star. Actually, it's our neighboring planet, Venus. And not necessarily as bright as the moon, definitely not as bright as the sun, but she was creating light, enough light to make that rippling effect over the ocean. Oh, it was beautiful. It gave me so much joy and that sense of wonderment. Now, perhaps you are thinking, Risa, why are you going on about these good feelings? What does that have to do with being a business owner or being a content creator? It's that feeling that you are chasing all the time, and seeing that, realizing that is key. That is why we do all the hard things that we do. We want that sense of aliveness, that sense of wonderment. That's what we are chasing. But here's the secret. If you can create those feelings, it's not even create, it's lean into them, discover them, see them around you. Because they come from beautiful experience, like my 3 light episodes that I just talked about. If you can create that feeling and create with that feeling, build the life you truly want from the feeling that you are actually chasing, everything changes. It becomes so much easier to keep going then. It also becomes so much easier to find out, to discover, what do I truly want? And then go after that. It also, when you are living from that feeling, when you are navigating life from that beautiful feeling, it's also easier to be truly present. And when you are truly present with your whole consciousness, ideas come to you, insights come to you, ways to do it. And your energy shifts, and other people, if you're a business owner, you're constantly talking to other people. You want to sell to them. You want to give them a taste of what it is to be you. And if that feeling is alive in you, it's bubbling in you, all of that becomes so much easier. And now perhaps you understand why that question of Mavis Khan is so valuable, and why you have to ask yourself that question very, very often. And be on the lookout for those moments when you feel like that. So here's the question again. When was the last time you felt like you wish you could feel all of the time? If you like this video, please check out the next video. And also please like this video and subscribe. But the next one is waiting for you. It's coming up right now.